Ready to go now? Here's Joe Adele.
Fielder, number 7, Joe Adele.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Swings through that one.
Ball. Ball, that's in.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Late on that fastball.
Ball 1.
Inside.
Ball.
And it's 2-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but how many times pitchers are.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Taylor Ward up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And a swing and a miss. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Inside, ball 2.
That one just misses. 2-2. Got him swinging. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Jordan Westberg now at the plate.
Ball inside.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. In the air, right field. Smith has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting to start for Baltimore, Chris Batt. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Brent Rooker, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. High fly ball, right field. Adele on the run. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Hey. Ball inside. Nope, that's inside.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. And he swings through that one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Cease in his 7th season, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Colton Cowser now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Fastball for a strike.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Breaking ball,
Yep,
and that
they
got him.
Take your bait.
Batting 8th, first base.
One out man at first.
Mountcastle.
Now Ryan Mountcastle.
Ball, that's outside.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Smith takes it in for the out, and there's 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Now a rip into left center, and that is that. Bottom of the second, Eugenio Suarez up to hit down.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He circles the bases. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Slice to right, and foul ball.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Christian Walker stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is fouled back.
That's outside.
Rip towards third. Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball.
Oh, 2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Ball, that's inside.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. Into second, and he's got it doubled.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Cam Smith in the box now. Takes strike one. Tap foul at the plate. And on second, two down. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging. Good. New inning getting started. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Joe Adell. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One down. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. Doubled his first time.
All one.
Swing and a ball popped up. Suarez should have this one. And there are two outs. Next to hit, Taylor Ward. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball, that's out.
In the air, right field. Smith moving under it. And that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brandon Lockridge. This one in the air, center field. Kowser under it. And there's one down. Back to the top of the order. Next up for the A's, Otto Lopez. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1.
Nope.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
No. Inside.
There's a swing and a miss. Into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's Pete Alonso. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two, get out of this.
On the ground. That's a base hit. Lopez around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. First and second, one out. Eugenio Suarez up next for the A's.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. Alonso is waved home. Now a relay to the plate. In there. He's safe.
Everything came together for. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Nope.
Pitch misses there. Ball one.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Line drive. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And now it's Christian Walker.
Hey!
Late swing fouled off.
Nope,
Executed that
that's
pitch
inside.
very nicely, just missed with it.
That's out to center field. Cowser gets under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Cam Smith up next for the A's.
Ball, that's outside.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability.
Base hit into the outfield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And here is Brandon Lockridge. Coming on for the Orioles, Tyler Wells.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
0-1. Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. To second, and he's out as they escape the base. Now here's the Orioles DH, Nick Kurtz. He was walked intentionally his first time. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lockridge takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. On the ground, 2 ball. Here's Lopez for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Otto Lopez. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th. In scoring position. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective. 1 away. That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Alonso swings through it for strike 1. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And that ball is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Late with the swing there.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident.
And he got him. We go to the top of the 5th. Digging in, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Inside, ball 1.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Out towards right center field. Smith under it. And there's one away. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the fifth.
Ball, that's out.
Swings through that one for strike two.
That was straight queso right there.
Ball two.
This one in the air, right field. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there. One down. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. Check swing. He went. Strike one. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Joe Adell digs in now. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball one. Runner at second. Two down. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Coming home. He will score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Two down, base is empty. Cam Smith up next for the A's. That misses, and that's ball one. Just off the inside edge. Mountcastle. The tag, and he's out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top six. Leading off Taylor Ward.
Left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Cease back to work.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Nick Kurtz. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That's in. Ball two.
And that misses. Ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swings and misses. 3-2 down. strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Next for the Orioles, third baseman.
2 outs,
Jordan
base is
Westburg.
empty. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Drilled out towards left center field. Lockridge on his way over. Hauls it in after a long run. Bottom of the 6th, digging in, Brandon Lockridge.
Center fielder, Brandon Lockridge.
Now fly ball to right center. Adele on the run. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. So the lineup flips over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez.
Hey.
That clips the corner. Here's a high chopper. Westburg fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Brent Rooker.
Off the plate, ball 1.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes.
Did he go?
New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Fights it off. You'll see another.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia. Is that right?
Yep. And then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. 1-2 now. Out towards right center field. Lockridge has a beat on it. And there's 1 down.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jacob Lopez. He's into the game with the bases empty. Cowser up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. A little out front there as he swings through it. And that's in for a strike. On a line out towards center. And there's 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 2.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And that is in for a strike. 0-2. Hard hit left side. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. Now the A's designated hitter. Pete Alonso. So they turn to their closer, Andrew Kittredge.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. You know, these Athletics, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Base hit, Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Suarez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. 1 out, man at first. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Next up for the A's, Christian Walker.
Hey! Ball. That's a ball.
Nice grab. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in, number 7. Right side. And foul ball. Now the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Lopez, a tall lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Joe Adell. And a foul ball. There's a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 3. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. In the air, left field. Rooker under it. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, number 20. So they turn things over to the righty, Ryan Helsley.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind.
And it gets by him. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. The Athletics up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Liner saved it first. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Next up for the A's, Brandon Lockridge. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the left fielder, number 3.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Tyler Ferguson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one ripped, but foul. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now it's the DH, Nick Kurtz. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. That one inside. Ball 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Man at first, 1 away. And that's the strikeout looking. And the Orioles down to their final out. Adley Rutschman will hit next. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Misses just
Ball
off
1.
the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. The A's take this one in a blowout. Cease with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.